Gulf Coast State College, the 24-hour Commodore Run Challenge made its debut. But let me introduce you to one of those participants. He stole the show. Veteran Aaron Hale spent those 24 hours proving that heart and grit will take you further than sight.
Blind guiding is pretty straightforward. We hold on to either end of a nylon tether. I've got a couple loops in there. I can fit a couple fingers, and I get all of my cues from the tether. We can run completely silent, which is almost what we did the entire time because of the wind. I couldn't hear her anyways. But I just go where the tether goes, and we run side by side, no problem.
Hale was guided by registered nurse Mindy Hyatt. The two met in person for the very first time the evening of the race.
So I have been following Aaron on Facebook since he did Badwater 135 in 2023. And he had posted recently that he's going to be doing this Coast to Kilimanjaro race or run. And so I reached out to him and offered to meet up with him to do some training with him if he needs it. And he was receptive to that. And then I said, by the way, I've got this race this weekend I'm already signed up for. If you want to do it, I'll tag with you.
Hale served 14 years between the Navy and the Army, assigned to one of the most dangerous tasks in the force, explosive ordnance disposal. Sergeant Hale was blinded. Since the incident, he has dedicated his life to showing others there is triumph in darkness, and every challenge is surmountable.
It's really about nutrition, making sure it's all a numbers game. It's all about how long what's our pace, how many calories are we burning, how many calories are we intaking, make sure we're getting salt, getting water, the basics, and the rest of it really takes care of itself.
With Mindy by his side, Hale tackled the 24-hour challenge, the two runners tethered by a bond built on trust and determination. This was really fun for me to cover because it actually made me think about some things I would never think about. They had to, which I didn't talk about, but switch sides. She would switch arms because he'd start tensing up in his shoulders. And it's little things like that that you don't think about.
Yeah, I would never think about that.
Exactly. So it's just so inspirational.
So impressive.
Many of you guys were watching the Rose Bowl parade and quarterfinal matchup on New Year's Day from your couches or local sports bars. Two Chipley band members were in Pasadena at the heart of the celebration. In early December, Chipley High School juniors Addison Hemming and Audrey Stevens took a leap of faith, applied, and were accepted to perform in the 2026 Rose Bowl parade.
Seeing all of the people standing by the street and cheering and screaming for us when we played, it was just so amazing. And I remember there was a point and I was looking around and I was just thinking, I can't believe I'm here.
We were walking down like where all the cameras were, and there were just so many cameras. So that was like, I guess it really sunk in that was like actually happening.
The two Tigers and their families headed out west the day after Christmas to begin 3 days of nonstop rehearsal and preparation. Addison on the trombone and Audrey with the color guard.
So the 27th, we got there, we checked in, and then our first rehearsal was that afternoon. Then the next day, we had a morning, afternoon, and evening rehearsal, and then the third day, just had an afternoon and evening rehearsal.
I felt like I was going to be really stressed the day before because we really didn't feel like we were ready, but then it was like every practice, we just moved at such a fast pace. It was really actually shocking how much we improved.
On the day of the parade, it seemed like everything came together except the two Tigers. Hemming and Stevens were separated by nearly 500 people in the crowd. But when they finally reunited, it was clear every hour of rehearsal and preparation was worth it.
When Audrey found me and we were walking to go get our food, she grabbed me and she hugged me and we were both just screaming.
And I just ran up to her. I almost dragged her to the ground.
We were just like, oh my God, we're here to do the Rose Parade.
After marching on national television in one of the biggest stages in the world, both girls said their experience proved that their futures in music can take them anywhere. Arnold High School's Michael Sutherland is a sophomore on the Marlins weightlifting team.
I love Michael. It's amazing.
It's kind of hard to lift weights. You need to have a good grip to test your body.
The 10th grader was immediately welcomed into the Marlins squad, starting with senior Ian Whaler, who initially took him under his wing.
Well, Michael first came in, and immediately me and Connor Stowe, we took him in at our rack. He benched with us, clean and jerks, everything. And he's just a fun person to be around, you know. We take him to breakfast, he's part of the team.
Since the first day, Michael has found his strength through his teammates, giving him the opportunity to thrive on the platform.
He always called me awesome nicknames. He said, yeah, let's go, Mike. Captain.
And this past year, Michael took it a step further by making it to the all-county meet, where he found his favorite lift.
My favorite is clean choke. Sometimes clean choke is kind of difficult to use of the right room. Sometimes is have a lot of energy.
Still with a couple more years to go competing for the Arnold Marlins, Michael says he's excited just to get back on the platform and
did the Ironman. I used to do them all the time, and now my body's pretty beat up from doing these, so I thought, hey, you know, I'll come paint at the race. And what I do here, I do an art triathlon. I do a swim, a bike, and a run painting, and it's similar to like back when I would do the race. It's a big challenge. I'm out here all day. I'm working my butt off. I'm sweating. I'm tired. I get nervous before I do it. And then I feel really great when it's done. I feel real proud of what I did today.
Miller was competing at his own marathon by propping up his canvas and moving with the race as he captured the raw emotions and made them into art.
You want to make sure everything's, you know, keep the eyes on the canvas. Where you're arranging things really matters. And I come out, I don't know what I'm even going to paint, so I'm here at 6 in the morning in the dark, walking around the beach, looking at different angles, and then I finally found it. And then the other hard part is, honestly, I was getting a little tired today. You know, I've been out here all day. However, these people have been out here doing a triathlon, so I can't really complain that much. I'm just standing here doing this.
Miller's work caught a lot of attention throughout the day, and he says in the few years he's painted at the Ironman, his paintings have been quite popular.
But there have been times when people buy it and they want me to kind of tweak someone to put someone in there with their race number and the color of their jersey and things like that. So I'm always happy to do that.
Being a former racer, he knows what these athletes want, a memory of this monumental moment. And so he starts off by seeing the action mixed with the reaction and uses his imagination to create a masterpiece.
I know that demographic. Those races are great. And I know these people like to buy merchandise to brag about finishing the race, so I figured people might want to buy one of my paintings.
Who's tallest? Oh, wait, I think you know.
Freeport Bulldogs middle hitter 6'9" freshman Atiye Dahl holds a presence at the net that is impossible to ignore.
Every day, like a lot of people ask me how tall I am, and like, wow, it's really cool to be that tall. It is really cool. Yeah, I really like being tall. It's just some things like, I don't know. Got you.
In just 6 games, Dahl has already put up 42 kills. However, volleyball is not her first love.
Her mom coaches basketball here, so she has played basketball a lot longer. She plays travel basketball as well.
For years, Dahl would fly to Orlando every weekend to play elite-level basketball, exposing herself to some of the toughest competition in the South.
I think basketball really helps you be like more aggressive on the court. It helps you like become like more confident.
But no matter the sport, she brings confidence anytime she steps on the court.
She's huge at the net, and she definitely brings an intimidation factor.
It's kind of funny because they're like, wow, that girl is really tall every time I walk in the gym, and I'm like, yeah. I feel like, yeah, I'm a little intimidating. Oh, so tired.
While her arrival might be intimidating to some, others have embraced her presence and even asked for pictures.
It's kind of weird because, like, you know, I'm really tall, but like taking pictures with me is kind of weird, but I was like, I got used to it after a while. It's like people just think I'm so cool, like amazed by me. So it's like, it's pretty cool.
With dreams of playing in the WNBA, Dahl sets high expectations for her career at Freeport High School.
I would definitely love to win a state championship in volleyball and basketball.
In Freeport, Karli Koskovich, News 13 Sports, Panhandle Strong. It's not every day that you see a national champion coach sitting in a nail salon, but for Jonah Hammond, it was the price to pay for a bet he placed on his team.
It was our second game of the tournament. So we needed to win to be in the lead, and then we started winning, and we like clearly could have done better, so he like was just helping like motivate us.
Yeah, it's funny how they don't remember the specifics of it, but I do.
Even though Rip City Surf was up 2-0 by halftime, Hammond knew his team was not playing to their full potential.
I did not think they were playing good at all. This was something where, it was a close game.
The idea started off simple: score 2 more goals and earn a pizza party. But on the flip side, failure meant fitness. After a long, deep discussion at halftime, the girls decided they wanted to negotiate.
2 goals a pizza party, 3 goals ice cream, 4 goals Chick-fil-A, and then 5 goals, we'll all get a pedicure. I didn't think there was any way possible that was going to happen. I'd seen them play in the first half.
And to Hammond's surprise, the unbelievable happened. 2 goals, 3 goals turned into a 7-0 shutout and a very expensive bill.
He calculated how much it cost on the bench during the game and fell onto the ground.
It was so funny.
It's gonna be expensive because he's like paying for like 15 girls.
3 months later, the nails were finally painted and the lessons were definitely learned. But as one of the most accomplished coaches in Bay County, Hammond's personal approach to motivation continues to pay off.
About $600 later, here we are. So if you're a coach, don't ever do that.
In Panama City, Karli Koskovich, News 13 Sports, Panhandle Strong.
5 years old on your deathbed, you're going to remember this right here.
This is the last mission of the season. We got to finish. And that's something we've been talking about all year long. Is we got to finish what we started and, win state.
Blountstown High has won 3 football state titles in school history, but the most recent one was back in 1977. Now, the 12-0 Tigers are 1 win away from breaking the 48-year title drought.
We win the state championship, it's going to be big for the whole town of Blountstown, the whole city. I mean, it's going to be something they ain't done in a long time. Like I said, you had teams that was close. They just couldn't pull it out, but we can be a team to break this curse of 48 years. So I feel like we can do it, and I know we're going to do it.
The Tigers will make their 8th state championship appearance on Friday, but the heart of this year's run has been the simple standard of outworking everyone.
They bought into the to the work. We have a phrase where we're going to outwork everybody, and they really bought into that outwork everybody phrase. Teams may have more talent than we do. Teams may be better at certain positions, but nobody's going to outwork this group.
The team's undefeated record has been led by 6'3" junior quarterback Jalen Jones, who says that leading a team of this caliber has forced him to unlock a new level of play.
At some point, you got to be a leader. I had to step into that role of being a quarterback, So, yeah, that's what I learned. I got to be a leader at hard times. Whenever adversity hits, you got to step up.
That leadership was tested in the regional final when the team skated by the reigning champions with a final score of 33-32.
I mean, it was a great feeling, I knew it was going to be a hard game, so, coming down to that last moment, I was kind of scared, ain't gonna lie. Knowing I had to depend on the defense to get a stop for us to go to the next round. And then they said it was no good, we got to stop, and I was like, felt good.
The Tigers survived the playoff rounds, but remain locked and focused as they prepare for one final game.
It just means everything. This is the biggest game of my life. I've worked all my football for it, so it's special.
In Blountstown, Karli Koskovich, News 13, Panhandle Strong.